F net means net force. Net force equal to sum of individual force acts on that body. So that is equal to how much? F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus up to so on. That is equal to Fn. What is that? A resultant force. Here, resultant force. Sum of individual force can produce that resultant force. Yes or no? Here, identify that resultant force mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Here, identify that resultant force with the help of unbalanced forces F1 minus F2. For example, here one force, three forces are acting on the body. How many forces are acting on the body? Three forces. One is 20 Newton, second one 30 Newton, third one 40 Newton. Okay, so how many forces are acting on this body? Three forces are acting on this body. But one force opposes that motion. What is that force? Frictional force. What is that force? Frictional force. Just identify this point. Frictional force Fr is equal to 50 Newton. Fr equal to 50 Newton. Now, so you have to find the total net force. You have to find out that total net force. That net force equal to 0 or not equal to 0. We have to find out. Now, apply here total force. First, net force how much? Here F net equal to sum of individual force acts on that body. First one F1. F1 equal to 20 Newton, F2 equal to 30 Newton, F3 equal to 40 Newtons. Direction of these three forces is same. Yes or no? So we have to represent F1 plus F2 plus F3. Okay, three forces are acting in same direction. You have to find that sum of these three forces F1 plus F2 plus F3. But one external force, direction opposite to these three forces. Okay, now tell me that external force we represented F1. We represented that external force F1. Now substitute here F1 value how much? 10, 20 plus 30 plus 40. Okay, now FR value how much? 50. Substitute here 50. 20 plus 30 plus 40 value how much? That is equal to, so 90. 90 minus 50, that is equal to how much? 90 minus 50. 90 minus 50, that is equal to 40. 40 newtons. What is the resultant force acts on this body? 40 newtons. Here we consider that sign plus or minus. Plus. Okay, therefore that body accelerated. That body accelerated along larger force direction. Minus value we got means we can identify that acceleration in which direction? Negative x-axis direction. But here they given positive sign. Yes or no? You are getting that value, positive value, then that body is accelerating along larger force direction. Here 90 newtons more than 250 newtons. It can produce that resultant force. Have you identified this point? Note down this problem. Okay, so you have to write this resultant force Fr is equal to, okay, Fr equal to how much? 40 newtons. Or equal to 40 newtons. Write this problem. Light leda. Okay, students. Here, identify this point. Give an example problem. Initial point of the body A. Initial point of the body A. Here, one external force is acting on the body. What is that external force? Capital F. Here, external force, capital F. Another external force acts on the body in opposite to the applied force. Frictional force we have to represent. Here, applied force more than to frictional force. Applied force more than to frictional force. Then it is accelerating along applied force direction. Then it is accelerating along applied force direction. We have to identify this point. What is the reason? Here, applied force rather than to frictional force. Okay, we can identify this point. It accelerating along applied force direction. So it reaches to final observation point B. Mass of the body smaller. Mass of the body how much? Smaller. Here also mass of the body how much? Smaller. Find out that acceleration of the body. Acceleration question mark. Okay, students. You have any doubt? Here, one small mass of the body we consider on horizontal surface. So we want to change the position of an object. We require one external force. That external force is change the position from point A to point B. Okay, here applied force greater than to frictional force. Applied force greater than to frictional force. Then the body is getting acceleration A. What is that acceleration? What is that acceleration? Here we have to identify these two forces are unbalanced forces. These two forces are unbalanced forces. These two forces are acting in which direction? In opposite direction. Okay, just identify this point. Okay, F minus Fr. F minus Fr. That is equal to mass into acceleration. F minus Fr, that is equal to mass into acceleration. But acceleration equal to how much? F minus Fr divided by m. This is the answer. Okay, what is the acceleration of the body? Acceleration equal to F minus Fr divided by m. So here acceleration is resultant acceleration. Which acceleration? Resultant acceleration. Identify this point. Okay, resultant acceleration. Now down this example problem 1. Okay, just observe here this formula related problems. What is that resultant acceleration? A equal to F minus Fr divided by m. Observe these example problems. Example 1. Okay, here just identify if a body is at rest on horizontal surface. Here applied force. Applied force equal to 20 Newton. Okay, frictional force acts. Fr equal to 15 Newton. Next one, mass of the body 1 kg, 2 kg we have to take 2 kg. Then find that acceleration of the body. And find that acceleration of the body. Okay, find out the second example problem. Example 2. Example 2. So here also we can identify the body is at rest on horizontal surface. And how much external force acts on the body? So here external force F equal to 30 Newton. External force F equal to 30 Newtons. And frictional force we have to represent. Frictional force Fr is equal to 10 Newton. Mass of the body 3 kg. Mass of the body how much? 3 kg. What is the acceleration? What is the acceleration? The acceleration of the body you have to find out. In third condition, third example problem. Example 3. Example 3. Here just identify your body is at rest on horizontal surface. You are applying that force. Applying force, how much? F is equal to 20 Newton. Frictional force, Fr equal to 20 Newton. Okay, just identify this point. So F is equal to 20 Newton, frictional force 20 Newton. Find out that acceleration of body. Okay, students? Do you have any doubt? So this is the given information. You have to find out that resultant acceleration of the body. In first condition, we consider 20 Newton, 15 Newton. 20 minus 15, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 value how much? 5 by 2 value? 2.5. Direct answer. No need to use that formulas. We know that concept. We can easily to solve these problems. Okay, here unbalanced forces are acting on this body. Okay, you have to identify this point. So here unbalanced forces are acting on this body. Then that unbalanced forces can produce a resultant acceleration. Resultant acceleration F minus Fr by Fm. Okay, here find out that acceleration equal to F minus Fr divided by M. F value how much? F value 20. 20 minus frictional force 15. 15 divided by 2. That is equal to how much? 20 minus 15, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 value 2.5 meter per second square. This is a very easy problem, but have to simplify. Okay, with stepwise. So acceleration F minus Fr by M, that is equal to 20 minus 15 by 2, that is equal to 5 by 2, that value equal to 2.5 meter per second square. Next, we have to find out that in the second condition. So what is that acceleration, resultant acceleration? You have to say answer. What is that resultant acceleration? Very simple. Here external force 30. Frictional force. Frictional force is also external force, but direction opposite to 30 Newton. 30 minus 10 divided by 3. 30 minus 10 value how much? 20. 20 by 3. Okay. 20 by 3 value how much? 20 by 3 value 6.666. Yes or no? Next, we have to identify that acceleration A equal to 30 minus 10 divided by 3. 30 minus 10 value 20. 20 by 3, the value 6.666. We have to write this value 6.7 meter per second square. So resultant acceleration value 6.7 meter per second square. It is very easy way we have to find out that resultant acceleration of the body. In two conditions, we got unbalanced forces. Then its resultant acceleration value A equal to, so in first condition 2.2 meter per second square. In the second condition, acceleration equal to 6.7 meter per second square. In third condition, we have to observe these two conditions. How many external forces are acting means two external forces. These two external forces are balanced forces. Okay, applied force 20 Newton, frictional force 20 Newtons, acceleration how much? 0. Okay, so you have to find out acceleration equal to F minus FR divided by M, applied force 20 minus 20 divided by M value how much? M value, you have to consider 10 kg. Okay, 10. 20 minus 20, 0 by 10. 0 by 10 equal to 0. 0 by anything value equal to 0. Here, body is getting acceleration 0 meter per second square. Understood? Okay, students. Next, not these problems. Next, we have to discuss one more problem. Now here, observe here, everyone, here observe here, one body is at rest on horizontal surface. One body is at rest on horizontal surface. Here, we required one external force for changing the position. Here, external force acts on the body, then its position changes from A to B. Its position changes from A to B. Here, resultant acceleration A. Resultant acceleration A. Here, resultant acceleration constant. Resultant acceleration is constant. Here, initial velocity u equal to 0 meter per second. Initial velocity u equal to 0 meter per second. After t time, its final velocity we consider v. Final velocity we consider v. Find out displacement. Displacement question mark. It's a very easy concept, but you are getting confusion with more information. Just identify one external force acts on the body. Then body is getting constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Initial velocity 0 meter per second. Final velocity v after t time. Okay, its final velocity after t time how much? V. Find out that resultant force. Find out that resultant force and resultant displacement. Displacement value we have to find out. Just identify second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Displacement how much? S equal to ut plus half at square. What is the resultant force? Fr equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Now find out that. So displacement value first. Displacement equal to initial velocity how much? 0 into t plus 1 by 2 acceleration a t square. S equal to half a t square. Displacement is not a constant. Displacement function is variable. Yes or no? It is a second quadratic equation. T square represents second quadratic equation. Displacement is one variable quantity. S equal to 1 by 2 at square. Yes or no? Do you have any doubt? So S equal to 1 by 2 at square. So you can substitute that A value. You have to simplify that A. You have to substitute in this formula. Then you are getting that resultant force. Otherwise, here it is one variable quantity. This is one variable quantity. We can find out that acceleration. So just identify this condition. S equal to 1 by 2 AT square. Find out that acceleration of this body. Here acceleration is constant. We discussed it. Find out that acceleration. Differentiate with respect to time. Differentiate with respect to time. What is that formula? ds by dt equal to 1 by 2 a into d by dt of t square. Already explained these formulas for you. D by dx of constant equal to 0. D by dx of x equal to 1. D by dx of x power n into x power n minus 1. Okay, so these three formulas we have to apply here. D by dt of s, the rate of change of displacement. The rate of change of displacement is nothing but velocity. Velocity equal to 1 by 2. Okay, velocity equal to 1 by 2 a into d by dt of t square. D by dt of t square value you can write 2t power 2 minus 1. T power 2 minus 1. What is the final value? Velocity equal to 1 by 2. Acceleration. So here 2 get cancelled. 80. V equal to 80. Now find out that acceleration. V equal to 80. Apply the differentiation with respect to time. With respect to time. Okay, dv by dt. dv by dt equal to acceleration d by dt of t. d by dt of t value. d by dx of x value equal to 1. So acceleration equal to how much? dv by dt. Understood? What is the necessity of these formulas? I saw one example problem in your textbook. The given displacement is a one variable quantity. Find out that acceleration, find out that resultant force. How to find out? You have to apply the direct methods. You can apply the direct methods, compulsory you are getting the answer is wrong. Okay, here acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Resultant force Fr is equal to mass into acceleration. Resultant force Fr is equal to mass into acceleration. Acceleration value how much? dv by dt. Here velocity is a variable quantity, it is not constant. For variable quantities, we have to apply differentiation. We have to apply differentiation for finding that velocity, for finding that acceleration. Don't follow that normal horizontal equation of motion. Okay, it is very highly time taken, and the simplification is also very difficult for us. Note down these points. After that, one example problem I can explain for you. It's very easy example problem. First, note down these points. What are the points I explained for you? Resultant force Fr equal to mass into acceleration. Velocity equal to ds by dt. Acceleration equal to dv by dt. That is equal to d square s by dt square. These three formulas we have to note down these three formulas required to explain that variable physical quantities. Okay, so here acceleration is variable, velocity is variable, and resultant force is also variable quantity. We have to find out that variable quantity, so we can follow these formulas. So just identify one condition I can explain for you. Here, one nail. Okay, this one nail only. Okay, consider it is a surface of one. Okay, now one hammer required for us for hitting this nail, then it is moved into the wall. Yes or no? In first time. One hammer required for us. One hammer required for us. The help of hammer, you have to hit this nail. Then nail moves into wall. How much displacement? X1 displacement. How much? X1. How much time taken? It takes that time is 2t square. How much? 2t square time. Time value how much? T1 equal to 2t square. In the second time, you have to hit the same nail, same head of the nail. Then what happened? Then this nail is moved some distance into the wall. So identify that. Okay, na? The second condition. How much displacement? Na? Yeah, displacement moved into the wall x2. How much time taken for reaching this position? 2t. How much time taken? 2t time. Third condition, we have to hit this nail, okay, from this position and this position, then it's a completely moves into the wall. Okay, just we have to identify that third position. Okay, here displacement, third displacement how much? X3. Time how much? 2 seconds. How much time taken? 2 seconds. Okay, identify this point. So time not displacement here consider T1, T2. Here displacement x1 equal to 2t square. Here displacement x2 equal to 2t. Here displacement x3 equal to 2. Okay, na? Understood this point? We discussed that discussed in homogeneous principle. Total displacement equal to ut plus half at square. Displacement equal to ut. Displacement equal to half at square. Okay, in that time we have to consider that units of displacement. Left hand side and right hand side is the same. Okay, here which is the variable quantity? Displacement is the variable quantity. We have to hit this nail strongly, then the displacement is gradually decreased with respect to time. Means length of the nail gradually decreased to time. Yes or no? Okay, with respect to time, your length of the nail gradually decreases. Okay, na? Here nail is moved into the wall with respect to time. Find out the total displacement. How much total displacement? X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. What is the total displacement of nail? X equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. What is that? X is equal to x1 value 2t square plus x2 value how much? 2t plus x3 value how much? 2. Okay, whenever we have to hit this nail strongly, So this displacement is gradually decreases. Okay, this observation, its displacement how much? 2t square. Next, its displacement 2t. Next, its displacement. Okay, students, are you identify this point? So 2t square plus 2t plus 2 means with respect to time, its displacement gradually decreasing with the high energy of external forces acts on this head of nail. Okay, how much displacement? X equal to t square plus 2t plus 2. Now we have to find out that resultant force. We have to find out that resultant force. Resultant force formula F is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass of nail. You have to identify 10 gram. How much? 10 grams. Mass of nail 10 grams. Find out that 10 grams, 1 gram equal to how many kgs? 10 to the power of 10 to the power of minus 3. Yes or no? 1 kg equal to 1000 grams, 1 gram equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. So here write 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. Mass of nail equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Right here 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into acceleration. Acceleration d square s by dt square. D square s by dt square. Find out that acceleration for this condition. Acceleration equal, first one velocity we have to find out. X equal to 2t square plus 2t plus 2. Differentiate with respect to time. With respect to time. Now first we can apply the differentiation d by dt of x. D by dt of x 2 into d by dt of t square plus 2 into d by dt of t. D by dt of t plus d by dt of 2. Okay. Here 2 is represents one constant quantity. Because of that reason, we common these two values. Differentiation only applicable to variable quantity. In this condition, time is variable quantity. So we have to apply that differentiation. Dx by dt represents velocity. Velocity v equal to d by dt of t square. What is the formula for d by dx of x power n into x power n minus 1. N into x power n minus 1. So t power 2 minus 2 into t power 2 minus 1. Yes or no? So that value equal to t plus 2 d by dt of t d by dx of x. D by dx of x equal to 1. D by dx of x equal to 1. D by dt of t value 1. D by dt of constant. Here consider that formula d by dx of constant. D by dx of constant value how much? 0. Velocity equal to 4t plus 2. Velocity equation we got. It is a variable equation. The velocity of nail, whenever we hit this, whenever we want to hit this nail, what is the velocity of nail? V equal to 40 plus 2. Okay, are you identify this point? Whenever we want to hit this nail with the help of hammer, that nail is getting the velocity V equal to 40 plus 2. This velocity is also variable quantity. We want to find out this acceleration. Want to find out this acceleration. Acceleration, we want to find out differentiation we have to apply. What is the differentiation for this equation? V equal to 40 plus 2. Differentiate with respect to time. With respect to time. With respect to time. Now find out that acceleration dv by dt 4 into d by dt of dt plus d by dt of 2. Okay, d by dt of constant value 0. D by dt of constant value 0. D by dt of t value how much? 1. So the rate of change of velocity is called as acceleration. Acceleration equal to how much? 4 meter per second square. We got acceleration 4 meter per second square. This acceleration is related to that acceleration of nail. Okay, so what is that resultant force? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 to the power of minus 2 into 4. 0.04 Newton. How much force acts on this nail means 0.04 Newton force acts on this nail. Okay, na? Okay. Have you identified this point? What is that? It is not acting on a resultant force. What is the resultant force acts on that nail means 0.04 Newton force. We have to identify once again, we have to concentrate. So these conditions, only we have to find out that variable physical quantities. But here, what are that variable physical quantity means? Displacement is variable quantity, velocity is variable quantity. So whenever we have to hit this nail, the nail is moves into that wall. In that time, we have to observe that time, displacement. Next one, we have to observe that velocity. Velocity changes, time changes, displacement changes with respect to time. Okay, so here we can identify that displacement x1 equal to 2t square, x2 equal to 2t, x3 equal to 2. Then find out that acceleration and substitute that value in a force formula is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, students, note down these points. Next, I can give some example problems for homework. Just observe that problems is very easy problem. We can easy to get the full marks in these problems. Okay, just observe here. Your body is at rest on horizontal surface. Example problems. If a body is at rest on horizontal surface, one external force acts on the body. When external force acts on the body, then body is accelerated. Then body is accelerated. What is the resultant force? What is the resultant force acts on the body? Here given displacement of the body from point A to point B. S is equal to t square plus 2t. What is the displacement? S is equal to t square plus 2t. What is the resultant force formula? Fr equal to mass into acceleration. A displacement given, find out that acceleration. Find out that acceleration. I can give the hint for you. First S they given, S value t square plus 2t. Next we have to apply that differentiation for this variable equation with respect to time. Differentiate with respect to time. ds by dt. ds by dt you have to find out. What is the ds by dt? Next, second time you have to apply that differentiation. Differentiate with respect to time. Okay, that is equal to acceleration. D square s by dt square, that is equal to acceleration. Okay, this value we have to substitute in this formula. Mass they given 2 kg. Mass value how much they given? 2 kg. Have to substitute 2 into acceleration. Okay, students, do you have any doubt? Just identify. These three formulas, d by dx of constant equal to 0, d by dx of x equal to 1, d by dx of x power n into x power n minus 1. These three formulas we have to use in our physics. Mostly, repeatedly we have to use these three formulas in our physics. The remaining problems are sometimes we have to observe, but repeated these formulas in our physics. Okay, so follow these points, find out that velocity, acceleration. One more example problem. Okay, one more example problem. Vertical direction not required. External force acts on the body. F is equal. External force acts on the body F, and frictional force acts opposite to the F. Then it is getting resultant acceleration. And find out that resultant force and resultant acceleration. Here, displacement covered by the body. Displacement covered by the body. How much? S is equal to 2t plus 1. S equal to 2t plus 1. S equal to 2t plus 1. Find out that resultant acceleration. Next, we have to find out that resultant force. Next, we have to find out that resultant force. Okay, don't forget your applied force. Applied force greater than frictional force in every condition. Applied force greater than frictional force. Applied force greater than frictional force. Okay. Okay. You can explain this point once again. Just observe here. D by dt of t square plus d by dt of 2t. D by dt of t square value. D by dx of x power n value how much? N into x power n minus 1. Power value reduced to minus 1. Okay, we have to write this n value before letter of x. Same as it is here, d by dt of t square 2 into t power 2 minus 1. Here power value reduced to 1. So here already is there 2 place we have to write 1. 2 into t to the power of 1 plus next one 2 is one constant quantity. We have to common that constant quantity. D by dt of t. D by dt of t value how much? 1. D by dt of t value. D by dx of x value equal to 1. So we have to write 2t plus 1. Next, so right here velocity d by dt of s represents velocity. Okay, so right here d by dt of 2t plus 1. So right here 2 into d by dt of t plus d by dt of 1. Now apply d by dt of t value how much? D by dt of t value. D by dx of x value equal to 1. D by dt of t value equal to 1 only. So right here this value 2 plus d by dt of constant 0. 2 meter per second square. How much? 2 meter per second square. Your mass of the body. Mass of the body how much they given? 2 kg. Resultant acceleration AR equal to Next, note down this information. Very easy problem. Differentiation, do you know? These problems all are easy only. In 8th class, we discussed this differentiation and integration also. Okay, our students very well about this concept. Huh? But here, in second condition also, they given one variable equation, displacement s equal to t plus 1. S equal to 2t plus 1. Find out that velocity. So we have to differentiate with respect to time. Okay, what is the value? ds by dt, that is equal to 2 into d by dt of t plus d by dt of 1. Understood? So what is that formula? D by dx of x equal to 1, d by dx of x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1, d by dx of constant equal to 0. Yes or no? So you have to apply d by dt of s, velocity. The rate of change of displacement is called as velocity. Velocity equal to 2 into d by dt of t value. How much? 1 plus d by dt of constant 0. So here velocity equal to 2 meter per second. What is the resultant acceleration? Again, we have to differentiate this velocity. So differentiate with respect to time. So dv by dt. dv by dt equal to constant acceleration. Yes or no? Here a equal to b value how much? 2 meters. Okay, 2 meter per second. d by dt of 2. Here d by dx of constant value equal to how much? 0. Here right, acceleration equal to 0 meter per second square. Acceleration equal to 0 meter per second square. What is the resultant force? 0. Resultant force how much? 0. Fr equal to mass into acceleration. Resultant acceleration 0. Mass value we have to represent m. M into 0. M into 0 value equal to 0. Resultant force value how much on his body? 0. Understood? Okay. So this type of problems generally they will give in examinations. They given one displacement variable quantity, displacement 2t plus 1 or t square plus 2t plus 1. Second quadratic equation they will give. We have to find out velocity. Next we have to find out acceleration. After that we have to substitute that acceleration in a resultant force formula. Fr is equal to mass into acceleration. Understood? Resultant nothing but sum of individual force acts on the body. Okay. Okay. Are you identify this point? So here unbalanced force can creating the resultant force. Unbalanced force can create resultant force. Body can accelerate along larger force direction. Body can accelerate along larger force direction. These are the important points. So concentrate on problems also. Daily you have to concentrate on concept. So it is only related to concept oriented questions. But you have to concentrate on problems also. Okay, students. So today we discussed this important problems. One time we have to recall all these points in your home. Next, we can continue tomorrow our class, Newton's third law.